I'm a party man. I don't know. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.
Pork bun party?
Yeah, no, this is
Ain't no party.
There ain't no party like a pork bun party. One time I ate 12 pork buns and then had to spend the rest of my day laying over the desk. They were smaller ones. They were not these big mammoth ones that Rich got earlier today.
Yeah.
But,
Man.
like we were on Clement Street, so we were right there. So I just walked up the street and said like, yes, give me a box of these. And then said, this is my lunch today. I'm an idiot. And then that was that, man. These are the things you could do when you're like 22.
38.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It all works out. Drew and Brad joining me as always. And Rich Gallup's still here. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How's GDC going?
It's been really good GDC. I was really excited to see some of the games on the floor.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's some good games out there.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
That's my segue to the...
Brad, you brought guests.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I wouldn't matter here.
Yes.
Hi.
With one such game.
Yes.
This is one of the games of GDC.
Yes. It's calendar forthcoming.
Yes.
The games of GDC.
And you saw this back at the PlayStation Experience.
Yeah, did you not see it there?
I don't know. The place.
I think we were there at the same time, but I couldn't remember if we were together.
Blur because I was there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, when we stumbled on them, and that's not even this past PSX. That was 2 PSXs ago, right?
Okay.
The 2015 one.
I don't think I went to that one at all. Maybe I did.
The one here? That's where we played Rez. We put the suit on.
Okay.
Never mind.
I've seen pictures.
Let's move on. That's where I discovered this game.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you discovered Future Grind, and now we've got it here.
Yeah, with the creators.
Yeah, with the creators, Matt and Owen. Tell us a little bit about it. What's the haps?
Yeah, so this is Future Grind. We call it a stunt platformer or a stunt racing game. Now, it's not really a racing game because you're not trying to get the fastest time. You're trying to get the highest score.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, if you ever played Ollie Ollie, that kind of game, or like a Tony Hawk sort of thing.
I was saying Tony Hawk plus Uniracers or something like that.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
Basically.
That's about right.
Something like that.
Yeah. We really wanted that, like my favorite skateboarding game is actually Skate, the original like EA Skate.
Yep.
And so I wanted that analog feel in the controls, so that
Right.
this has a bit of that to it as well. And then, yeah, it's a bit of Uniracers, like with the colorfulness, and we also have some tracks with loops and crazy stuff in
Cool.
them.
All right. So you can. I sense that there is some kind of color mechanic here.
Yeah, so the way it works is that you have 2 different colored wheels, and you're trying to make sure that the wrong colors don't touch. So if red ever touches blue, he explodes. And so it's
Just
this
like
kind
the
of
streets.
It's pretty tough. Yeah. So it's this. It's basically like a permadeath mechanic almost, where one tiny mistake and you're just dead. And then. So really off the top, we just tell people, just try and survive the levels. Don't even worry about score at first. And we wanted that super difficulty so that when you do get good at the game, that it's even more impressive.
I'm glad you guys are playing, because I played some before we started, and holy crap, it was not like this.
Yeah. So what you can't tell necessarily when you're watching is that he's also balancing at the same time. So the tracks are coming up on the right, but he's also balancing and making sure that the bike doesn't tip over on the left-hand side. Now it's fine. It's forgiving enough, but it's still something that new players have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to make sure that they're not falling over at the same time.
The thing I found is that like it's sensitive enough that it's super easy to overcommit, to oversteer.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you end up screwing yourself over by kind of leaning into it way more than you should.
Yeah.
It seems like it takes a lot of finesse, but it's really it's super tricky, but like it makes you want to keep trying to get good at it.
Yeah.
And this is one of those games where like you'll play it for half an hour, and you'll feel like you're doing horrible, and you come back to it the next day, and all of a sudden you're much, much better at it.
Like you've just kind of like recharged your reflexes and yeah.
So what is a white rail?
Okay,
mean?
so the white rail is kind of like the equivalent of landing your trick in a Tony Hawk game or something like that. So you're locking in your score, but it's also ending your combo meter. So as a high-level player, you really actually want to avoid those. They become kind of like a hazard, actually.
Okay.
And so we just added those in. So at first you have this comfortable thing where every few rails you have this place you can lock in your trick and relax. But yeah, eventually you just want to avoid those completely.
It looks like you've got, is that like a second jump there?
Yeah, so you have a double jump, and the jumping is It's very analog in its feel, where the longer you hold the button, you have a lot of control over your jump height. And the reason for that is that the game has these other kinds of grinds. Owen hasn't done a whole lot of them yet, but you can hang from the rails, and you can also push, like that. And you can also do a push grind, which is where you have one wheel below, and then you kind of push up from below. But we needed that really good jumping control like that.
Oh, wow.
So that you can line up your wheels just perfectly vertically into the rail.
It is absurd watching this, because I tried like 2 or 3 dozen times to do one of those hangs before this and like could not pull it off.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's the sort of game where once you've played it, especially, you realize just how difficult some of the things are to do at first.
Yeah,
it
we
makes it
should.
even more impressive.
After you guys are done showing these levels off, we should like pass the controller around a little bit, just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you guys can get a feel for how tricky it actually is.
Oh.
Why don't we show off the new stuff here?
So this level, thing we haven't mentioned is there's different bikes, and there's also some different mechanics in the game. So this level has this mechanic of these zones where when you go through them, they change the color of your wheels. So when he goes through this blue thing, his wheels are going to change to blue color. And the track also spins upside down, you might.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Almost there.
So close.
96.
But yeah, so this is just like a little hint at what the game is going to start doing later on in it. But basically, there's going to be levels where it's not only you're trying to grind on the rails, you're also trying to deal with the fact that the whole track is twisting and spinning in space. And it gets pretty mind-bending at times.
So control-wise, are you kind of telling it like, now I want to stick to this rail above me, or is it just a matter of like getting close enough to it that you'll kind of magnetize?
Yeah, so the controls themselves are super simple. It's just left and right to spin, and just X to jump right now. It's just a single jump button, left and right. But the way the jumping works is that it recharges anytime you're touching a rail, and so you can stick to the bottom of the rail just by holding jump at any time on the bottom of it. And we really wanted that like magnetic feel so that you can just stick anywhere and kind of go both along the bottom of rails and along the top of them. Yeah, and you'll see, even though like Owen and I have played these tracks for months and months and have probably over 100 hours played, it's still difficult. But in general, like the reason he's crashing at all is because he's trying to do very difficult things.
Right.
Like if we just try and survive, we can survive the level every time. It's just the moment you start going for harder things, obviously it becomes a lot harder to play.
So if you're like the perfect player, do you want to avoid every white rail you can until the very last second?
Yeah,
Like, just
definitely.
wait to cash in your stuff?
Yeah, so there's the white rails, that's a big element, and then there's a couple other very high level elements to scoring. So one is that every time you touch a new rail, your multiplier goes up. But we didn't want it to be like traditional trick games where you just kind of spam tricks to make your multiplier go up. So it will only go up the first time you touch a rail. So that was important to us, to have a game where it wasn't about spamming tricks. It's really about finesse.
Yeah.
So there you yeah. And then the other thing is that, an even more advanced thing is that if you go between two rails without using jump at all, you get 1.5x multiplier. And so you can actually swing the momentum of the bike between the rails and basically get a huge combo multiplier going just by not actually using jump. Oh, you got it.
I got a lot.
Man.
Do you feel like there will be a way to complete every level in the game without ever pressing jump to kind of maximize that, or is that sort of?
No, that's a good question. So the single player campaign mode of the game actually has specific challenges like that. Not necessarily for every level, but we have challenges like completing a whole level without using jump. Or one of our favorite ones is trying to complete a whole level without touching any blue rails or any red rails.
Okay, yeah.
So those really, it seems like a simple difference, but the way it changes the way you have to play the game is...
Yeah, it almost
totally
sounds like
changes
some
it
of the challenge stuff in, or some of the challenge levels in something like Trials or something. where
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
lean.
Yeah, so this level you can do by just touching the orange tracks here.
Try to.
It's really tough.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah, see.
And the thing is, yeah, for each challenge too, it's hard to like. We don't want the game to be about memorizing stuff, but it's also you still kind of have to get a feel for the track. So the way Owen's demoing it right now, we're going back and forth between these different tracks a lot, but usually you kind of like zone into a certain track for a little bit and start. Yes. It's almost like an intuition rather than memorization. Nice. And then, the other thing I didn't mention with the scoring is that the first time you do a trick, you'll see him do it here. The first time you do any trick, it's worth double points. So it's got this little X2 multiplier. It's yellow.
Yep.
And so the whole scoring system revolves around the fact that the first time you do one of your best grinds, you want to do it on the longest rail you can find. And the first time you do your biggest backflip and biggest front flip, you want to do them in a spot where you're basically not giving up as many rail multipliers as you can. So you're kind of, there's a lot of strategy to it and a lot of kind of creativity to it. Owen and I go back and forth all the time trying to beat each other's scores and finding totally new ways to play through the levels.
Do you feel that's something that people will be able to kind of intuit and play by feel, or is that the point where maybe actually memorizing some of the levels might make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of like a memorization. It's just the sort of thing that we wanted short levels too, so the levels are only probably 30 seconds long or so, and you just kind of eventually just get this intuition for where just where the rails are going to come up. You kind of know these things are coming, and you also you begin to be able to like be good enough at the game that you can just look ahead and kind of play on the fly as well.
Right.
So it's not totally about just remembering things. This one's got a bit of a twist. Oh, you almost did it.
Any plans for like replays?
Yeah, so there'll be different ways to do some kinds of replays. We may not have like a full, like a rewind, actually being able to watch other players' replays in games, but there'll be a way to like watch your own replays. We figure these days, everyone seems to stream and broadcast things anyway. Like every platform has that built in now.
Sure.
So for the most part, we think people are just going to share their runs that way. But we still want you to be able to see kind of your run and know where you did well and where you did wrong and stuff like that.
Are you thinking about any kind of like daily challenge? I mean, it seems like a big leaderboard game. Would there be any make sense for like an online kind of daily challenge?
Yeah, so that's the sort of thing. It's not going to be at launch, but it's definitely the sort of thing we're looking into. We've heard people want track creators and all that sort of stuff, and there's a lot of that kind of things people can add to the game that we're definitely thinking about for the future. We really want to have this like core super good single player experience and like solo of our own created content, and then we're going to look into all kinds of other things depending on, we're really just going to look at like what the community actually wants us to do with it.
Sure.
Do you know roughly how
We're just
many?
a team of two, so
Yeah, it's just us.
to choose where we put our time.
Do you know roughly how many levels you're looking at?
Yeah, so the game's going to have basically 6 different regions, and each region will have 4 or 5 tracks in it. And there's the whole single player component to the game, which a core idea of that is that we want people to go back to earlier tracks and do much more difficult things on them. So we didn't want to be like one of those games where you kind of just 100% a track and you never come back to it again.
Right.
So we really want it to be the sort of thing where you go back to older stuff and get all new things out of it over and over again.
Can you take different bikes back to the older tracks? And
there's going to be some of that maybe, but what we've tried to do with the different bikes, you showed the orange and green one, but we have a few other bikes, and we're really trying to change up the mechanics with them a lot so that we're just kind of exploring the design space of how can we take this really simple mechanic and these super simple controls and like make a game that has as much depth and takes as much skill as possible. And so each of these bikes plays really differently, but we've kind of designed the tracks around the bikes a lot. So we'll probably look at sometimes letting you use certain bikes on other tracks, but for the most part, each track will be designed very much around like specific bikes, specific mechanics.
Right.
Does anyone else want to?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, Brad, why don't you give it a go?
I'll give it a shot. This
All right.
is going to be embarrassing.
I'm just gonna reach over here.
You could start on training, but
That's
fine.
Brad's
Yeah,
a professional.
I played a little bit before.
That's true. Yeah.
Whoop. Nope.
And the other thing you'll see here is we wanted restarting to be instantaneous, so
Oh, you got
press
it.
a button
yeah,
and it
that's
restarts right away.
key.
Really
Yeah.
important to this game.
Yeah, games like this, if there's any delay, it just
Yep.
leads to rage, right? And that's not what we want.
You got that, even if it's just like 2 seconds or something, just 2 seconds to sit there and go, bah!
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
You're doing all right.
No, not bad.
Whoop. Nope.
We've had a lot of fun showing this game at shows like PlayStation Experience and stuff like that. And one of the best things is you get a group of 4 friends who come up, and the first one tries it, and everyone's going, oh, all you need to do is land on that rail. Why didn't you just do that thing?
Yeah.
And they're going,
It's
it's
easy. What are
hard.
you
It's
doing?"
harder than it looks.
Yeah,
you know?
watching somebody who's good at it makes it seem like it'd be really easy to play, but it's totally not. So I keep thinking I could get away with tricks when I really just need to try to finish the level at all.
Yeah. Your first kind of goal with this game is survival, and then once you get used to things, then it kind of becomes about layering on the trick system Matt was talking about.
You said you just got a colorblind mode in?
What?
Whoa.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, so the colorblind mode right now, what it allows you to do is you can override the colors at any given time. So we hope, right now there's a few colors in there. We're going to add a whole bunch so that people can choose 2 colors that they can
that's cool.
differentiate as easily, and then they can just override all the tracks in the game with those colors.
Cool. Yeah. That seems like the way to go. A lot of games are adding that stuff, but they kind of don't add it right.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you've got 4 options in here, none of which actually.
Yeah. Ours was just like, we'll give people all the options, because everyone, the one thing we've learned about that especially is that everyone's unique. They have their own thing that works best for them.
I would probably change this to black and white.
Black and white would be.
That would probably.
Yeah, Matt and I both have made games on our own about color mixing, so we've dealt with supporting
crap.
colorblind.
Oh, you're right there.
Try a different level.
So close. They only
Yeah,
get
go to harder
harder.
ones.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So yeah, this level, you can see that the orange wheel is anchored to the kind of cockpit of the bike, and that makes it feel a lot different than the other one. It's got a very like kind of unicycle feel to it.
Yeah. Oof.
That second jump is powerful.
Yeah.
It's like a nice save.
Yeah, so the interesting thing, the kind of inside baseball way of how the jump works is that it resets your downward velocity at any time. So the best time to use it for maximum effect is actually when you're falling down, like when you're about to hit something.
Oh, okay.
Because it just resets your velocity.
Hey,
that was good.
That's one play.
That was really quick.
Yeah, cool.
Sure, yeah.
Give it a shot.
That was a good place.
Go
to
for my
start.
Piazza.
Oh god.
Wow.
Wow,
all
that's
right.
bold.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Gutsy.
I just love that feel when he goes through the screen, like half the screen. That just looks cool.
Yeah.
That triangle to reset.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to. I gotta double.
I mean, you can go through with just the blue wheels too.
Yeah.
It's just a little trickier.
Yeah, you kind of have to thread that jump if you're going all blue, but it does work.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, that won't work either.
I am actually going to try this.
You're
wanna
jumping
finish
right
one.
into the deep end there.
Yeah. So this one, the game will start off with this bike where it's just 2 blue wheels, and all you have to do is
Jump.
just worry about like the basic jumping, basic mechanics. You'll still need to use a double jump to get over this red rail,
Yeah.
but other than that, it'll be simpler.
Yeah, we really want people. One of the things we learned showing it and playtesting is that it's a lot better if people can kind of concentrate on one aspect of the gameplay at a time, because if we throw you into the 2-wheel, 2-color thing right from the start, you're worrying about a lot of different stuff at once.
Right. Yeah.
And like, the game is hard.
That's right.
It didn't need to be quite as hard.
So I was gonna say, have you tried to sit down and be like, okay, we actually need to put some easier levels at the front of this thing for people, or is the goal just to be like, no, you're going to complete training and then get good?
Yeah, we want to have some easier stuff, but we don't want it to be like, we're not going to dumb down the later half of the game.
Right.
But we are going to definitely make it so that there's easier levels at the start, but the people who are good at that, they can get through that really quickly,
Yep.
and then they'll be right onto the hard stuff.
Cool.
The other thing we have in the game is this feature called Time Warp, where if you crash a lot, well, it's not even if you crash a lot, but we warn you about it if you crash a lot. You could try a level in slow motion to basically get a feel for it and plan out your run, and that won't count towards progressing.
Right.
It allows you to practice in slow motion, basically. And we think that's like a nice compromise. We don't necessarily want people to be able to skip levels completely, but at least just being able to practice them in slow motion really
Like get a
should give
sense
people
for it.
another
It's almost
way
like
to-
Guitar Hero or Rock Band
Yes,
training
exactly.
or something.
Yeah.
The game kind of
right.
shares
Jeff?
some similar feel
I'll give it a
with music games in a weird way,
It's not wireless.
where the game becomes about
restart
rhythm
the
and
game.
flow a lot.
Doesn't pick it back up.
Should work.
There you go.
As a small development team, how are you guys going about figuring out whether it's too hard or what that sweet spot is, so like people won't run away scared from your game?
Lots of getting other people to play the game.
Nice.
Matt and I are quite good at the game. We know that as soon as it launches, then there will be people who are much better than us immediately. But for now, I think it's safe to say we're the best in the world. I don't think I'm bragging. So it does become a little difficult for us to kind of see the game from a first-time player perspective.
Right.
And so we do get other friends and people to play test the game for us and tell us where things are too hard and where things are too easy. And
that was one of the best things about showing at place like shows like PSX and PAX was that we got to see how other people react to the game.
Cool.
And it made it a lot easier.
we learned a lot from watching people
Yeah.
play the game.
Give Rich a run here.
Give it a go.
All right. Yep.
Every once in a while, you get the person at the show who will just spin all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched
go
this
into the
guy
big
play for
combos.
about 30 minutes at one of the shows, and he would just spin the whole way through. And I said, you don't have to spin all the time. And he was like, I'm not
no,
spinning. What is the
I
point?
do have to spin all the way through.
It was just his style. He needed to do it.
That's
I
right.
mean, maybe that's another like challenge concept. Of
could
just
be.
like
Yeah, it's
it's
a good
always
idea.
going to be spinning.
Like always spins.
Bring out the notepad.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we wanted to make like the key idea for this game is to make a game where like
Wanna try.
when you're awesome at it, it looks
Oops.
awesome, and you can really tell when someone's good at it.
Yeah.
And so we want the kind of game where like people, it's like stylish to play basically, and you can see someone's play style.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much for bringing it through.
No problem. Thanks
How
for
close
having
are you
us
to
on.
finished now? Is it kind of
Well, the game will be out this year.
okay?
Yeah, Steam and PS4.
Great. Well, thanks.
Excellent.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us.
Jason, I'll hop up
Yeah,
and
we should
show
hop
these guys
up here
out.
and we'll hang out. Yeah.
That's awesome, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks.
It looks really polished.
Yeah.
Can't be easy to get like the feel. Got a lot of iteration, a lot of play testing.
We almost did make the game a couple times because we were like, it didn't have the feel we wanted to have, and then finally got it.
Cool. Well.
Games like that where they're really hard but simple, so that when you know that you're nailing it, you get into like this really deep flow.
Yeah. And kind of just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just clicks.
Yeah, it seems cool that it's got the colorblind stuff because I couldn't see the difference in any of those levels.
Really?
Yeah, like most of those levels is like
Not the orange.
there's the orange and green's like a vague difference, but
That's good to know. Yeah.
yeah. So none of those levels were like the training level. I was like, oh, those are both the same color. Oh, okay, all right, okay.
We might add some like shapes to the things too, or something.
Shapes
so there's, like,
usually, yeah, that ends
Probably-
up helping sometimes too, but depends on the game. Yeah, cool.
So you prefer like, I'm picking this color for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
It's not on camera. We're good.
I think it depends on the game. You know, like there are certain games where, yeah, the symbols and shapes and stuff like that really do go a long way.
That one's too fast for symbols.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. You know, you could kind of, well, you know, if the rails were a little thicker, maybe you could paint the symbols inside the rail and then have the wheel have the symbols or something. I don't know. There's probably a way to do it, but picking your own colors is the other thing, because that was always like Battlefield has the Protonopia, you know, the 3 settings or whatever, but I don't know. Like I'm not that colorblind in most ways, but then it's the speed really that makes it worse, because you're just never sure of any color ever, and when they're coming at you that fast, you don't have time to, like I kind of usually need some time to look at a color and go, okay, that's different than this one.
Yep.
I got it locked in, I'm good. But then I need to also lock in like, okay, this wheel matches this color of rail, this wheel, like I have to really sit and think about it. And when it's happening at that speed, you never get that time. So
That's why you were like black and white.
yeah, totally. Like it needs to be stark for anything to work at that speed, I think, for me. Speaking of stark, Buckfast.
Buckfast. I've never had Buckfast.
Really?
Yep. It's been in this office before.
Yeah.
I've never
you've
actually
been near it.
I don't think I've ever had
You've
it.
been Buckfast adjacent.
Yes. But someone brought it by.
That's right.
Did you want to crack that open?
Yeah, we brought.
Read that note?
Yeah, we got some notes and stuff. Someone dropped this off at the front desk.
Someone
Wow.
threw this Buckfast into this
Yeah,
building.
just dropped a Buckfast bomb on the office and ran off into the night.
This one was in the fridge.
I put that one in the fridge. You want it cold.
You want it cold?
You want it
All right.
cold.
It's-
Colder than it probably even is right
It's
now.
barely cold.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
how much do I? Are we talking like a shot here, or?
I mean, you could just drink it straight out the bottle.
I was expecting it to be purple. I don't know why. Because there's grapes on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
It says tonic wine.
Yeah.
Wine's purple. Sometimes. Brad, have you had Buckfast?
I've never had Buckfast.
All right. Well.
Is it a regional beverage?
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
like where did we know?
Made by the Benedictine monks of Buckfast Abbey, Devon, England.
Oh,
Yeah.
the UK.
Yes.
The United Kingdom.
Yeah. This has something of a reputation for causing people to maybe act belligerently or poorly or something.
All right.
Bucky,
I think it's
as I understand it's called.
very reasonably priced.
Also, yeah. So, yeah,
You don't want anything, right?
Of course
Last
not.
day, I'll-
Thank you though.
Thank you, Jeff.
Just making sure.
I'll drink some. I'm not too good for Buckfast.
My nose doesn't even work right now, but I can definitely smell this.
Like I said, it is better the colder it is.
That is a.
So
What is that?
it's an interesting bouquet.
Goes well with pork buns, I hear.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's, oh, it's
Over in the UK, they call them pork pies.
Oh man, it's very floral.
medicinal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medicinal.
Thick.
Tastes like NyQuil or something.
Yeah. it's-
Robitussin.
Yeah. But sweeter?
Maybe.
That doesn't have that like.
There's almost like an
Bite.
herbal quality to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's medicine. It's made by monks. You know?
Yeah, they wouldn't do you wrong.
No. Why would they? They don't have any reason to do that.
So it's from the UK, but it's dropped off at the desk. So like,
Because
someone like
GDC is in town, so
someone
someone
flew
brought
this-
it over.
someone
Someone,
filled-
flew us some Buckfast.
awesome. Someone's suitcase is so much lighter now.
And that someone is Claire and Shane.
Wow. Thank you.
We have a note here that says, "Hi guys, while my boyfriend Shane is traveling to the States for GDC and dropping off some Buckfast for ye, I thought I'd finally send along the box I was supposed to send last summer.
There's a box.
Did this just show up today?
Showed up yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
I just noticed the ABV on the side of the label is 15%.
Oh.
By the way,
Well.
I guess I should have some more.
Yeah.
I started on a page called the Orward Shop 2 years ago, making and selling small props I had made myself since taking a job as a community manager for a video game. The shop has gone on an extended holiday, but I thought you would like these bits all the same. Yeah.
Bits. They are from the UK.
Unlocking +1 keyring.
Are there bobs in there too?
I don't see it. Okay, all right. No, there's some. There are some bits and some bobs in here, definitely.
Doing a podcast with an Irishman, you pick up certain things.
Sure.
Deadly.
Bobs.
Deadly.
Higgledy-piggledy.
That's, yeah. I feel like I've heard people say that.
Oh, really?
That weren't necessarily
Yeah, I
Daniel
know.
Okay, so this all came out of a box into a bag, is what happened. I was like,
Okay.
there's no box in here. Oh no. For Jason, there's a purging stone from Dark Souls.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's cool.
Is
Is it that one? Yeah, that one, maybe?
This is Alex.
Wait.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
For me and Matt Rory is an unlocking +1 key ring for house keys.
Nice.
Yeah, a couple of key ring. Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
+1 unlocking, it says on it. It's got a key on the other side. Very nice.
The more you do it, the better you get at it.
From Brad, also a purging stone.
Awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
These are from a prop shop,
Get purged.
basically? Is that right?
She made them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
For Drew, some Fox
Oh, yeah.
MSF.
Nice.
What is it? Oh, that's right. Yes.
For Vinny, a purging stone. For Alex, a glow-in-the-dark Hearthstone key ring.
Oh, wow.
I see. Okay, a little Hearthstone thing integrated in
That's
and
cool.
stone here. That's actually that's really nice. And
know Alex.
a couple of Metal Gear stickers for Dan as well. Thanks to Claire and Shane for the goods and the bads. I mean, the Buckfast, let's face it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this thing I've got going on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just happening now. All right, well, you're on the fucking ride, man. Just grab that bottle and go to work.
It's
I don't know how to describe it.
It's smooth,
not-
but you can feel how bad it.
There's like
They
a,
call it bum wine.
It's not. It's like it's not just alcohol. It's like there's something else there.
there's definitely a fog starting to fill the room.
Yeah, maybe it's evil.
As
Yeah, you getting that?
We let that genie out the bottle.
Are they evil monks?
What? Who?
Are they evil monks?
Benedictine.
I don't know.
It's,
no.
I got that in the mail
This
too.
is separate. Something that came in the mail.
There's a bunch of Cyrillic on it.
I'll get these to Dan and Vinny. See then and Alex.
It says goodbye, Drew, and then a bunch of Cyrillic. I don't know.
Here, maybe I can hold it up over here. Is that going to be? Is that going to play better on this camera?
You need time for someone to read it in case it says don't open this.
Right.
I already opened it because I didn't see the part that said goodbye, Drew was obfuscated. So I had,
Ooh, so you know
as the
what's
royal
inside.
taster,
Someone has to be.
I checked it out.
Man, Russian writing is so cool.
It looks crazy. It looks
Yeah.
sinister.
I like Russian. I like Korean. I like a lot of little circles.
Yeah.
Thai, though, I think might be my favorite. That just looks like an alien language. Dear Drew, good luck on your new adventures. Hopefully this makes it in time. It is a World War II submarine game from the German side, based on the real U-96. In other words, the Das Boot sub. It is not a bad game, but I played it a long time ago. I've included a DOSBox image that is ready to run and instructions to save time from Craig. Burn on the site. That is very kind of you. Yes. Grey Wolf, Hunter of the North Atlantic.
Jeez.
That is some good
Some
stuff.
CD-ROM gaming right there.
Requires 4 megabytes of RAM.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll run on this
I
machine.
don't know.
that's a tall order.
486
Well,
or
you did
higher.
move that other machine over there, so with 2 PCs there, we could probably
Link them together.
yeah.
Do you support VGA?
SLI, I think, yeah.
256 colors?
We're more of an EGA shop, so
Okay.
I don't know that that's going to really work, but
Nice.
you know,
Sweet.
yeah.
The actual CD and the...
Oh, and
The helper.
the DOSBox image. Yeah.
Thanks, Craig.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
So, I also brought some drinks.
did you?
Yes. They're Cokes.
Sweet. I could use a Coke right
I
about
went
now.
back and watched, which I thought was my first video on the site.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think, like the second. I think the first video was when we got those $130 cams.
Oh, right, those things.
Do you remember that initiative?
God, where did those go?
Yeah, no, I still have one somewhere. Those things were garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We bought them off Woot or something.
Yeah.
Just like they were super cheap cameras.
The point was, I remember, the point being they're so cheap and easy to just turn on and go
Yeah.
that we just shoot whatever we feel like. And
But that was before
put it on
cameras
the
got
website.
good, right? Like that was before.
Yeah, the frame rate on it was real bad.
What was the original, like even before GoPro, like the first really good
Flip.
Flip. That was even.
We had a
like-
Flip.
I think that was even pre-Flip.
We shot a lot of mailbags.
We shot a lot of mailbags on Flips.
The Flip,
I actually just
Flip
found
was
the Flip.
good, but those cameras you're talking about were pre-Flip.
No, those
and
were Handycams.
Way worse.
Right. Yeah, they're Polaroid branded or something.
Yeah.
Kodak or Polaroid.
Yeah,
those things were-
yeah.
I bought one of those on your recommendation.
Oh, yeah. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Thanks. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like I think as soon as we got those in, it was like we should just duct tape this to a skateboard and push it out into the street, and just like hopefully the SD card or whatever's in there won't get destroyed when the rest of it does.
Were
And-
they SD? They weren't DV, were they?
No, they
Oh,
were not
okay.
tape cameras. They were definitely not tape cameras. I
That'd
think
just be
they
crazy.
were standard SD. And yeah, that was the idea was just like, oh, let's just shoot whatever, whenever. But that was when I still had a T-Mobile Sidekick. I think that was before, like, we all went when the day the iPhone 3G came out. We shut down the office. Were you there at that? You had to.
I don't think. No, because that was like a month after me and Vinny got there.
So then I guess we would have had phones that shot. Well, I guess maybe those first phones didn't shoot video
They
all
even
that
shoot
well.
video, or maybe just
Or
really
at all.
crappy video. Huh? I don't remember.
It wasn't HD, I think.
Well, it certainly wasn't HD.
We had the Panasonics at that point.
Yeah.
But I think that was our only camera option.
Okay, yeah. Well, maybe, yeah, it must have just been so oppressively difficult to shoot video on phones at that point that it just still made
Yeah, I
sense
don't think
to,
that was
I
a
mean,
thing.
that's why the flip existed, right?
I think the camera on the
wouldn't
phone
have
just still wasn't that good
Right.
at that point.
It didn't probably have much memory either.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too, I think.
But there was a video that I don't know that we shot that with the Buck 30 cams. Maybe we did. I don't know. Did you shoot it?
No, because I don't.
Should we pull this up? I'm going to move to the back. and
I don't think I was
let's
there
pull
that
this
day.
video up.
Okay. All right.
Let's just get this up.
I don't remember being there for this video, so.
Okay. So Mythic, Paul Barnett and Mythic issued a challenge to just us or
The internet,
The greater internet.
We just responded.
okay, to see who could drink a Coke the fastest. So naturally we decided to throw our hats into the ring.
Yeah.
I think they did 8.6.
Wow.
Well, if you're gonna pull up the video, then I don't want to ruin the times here.
I mean, yeah, should we just, let's pull up Mythic's video if it still exists.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I can find that.
I don't know that I've ever actually seen that.
Ooh, that may be hard to find.
That's us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
us.
Ours.
I guess we called it the Mythic Coke Chug
Maybe
Chug
try
Challenge.
like Mythic
so-
Games.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just going to turn up our video, I guess. Which we probably, unless maybe someone commented in here about with the original video, which would have been nice. Danny O'Dwyer commenting 8 years ago.
He's like the 10th guy on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He wrote in a lot.
That was, yeah, I mean,
That's how we knew him.
Yeah, he was the most Irish name in the world.
Yep.
Danny O'Dwyer would write into on the spot constantly.
Hello, I've got some Buckfast.
Yeah, always with the Buckfast, that guy. All right, well, let's just watch this one then, and maybe we explain how Mythic's video went.
I remember the song.
music.
I wrote this song. Can we get a little more audio?
Yeah.
Their best time is 8.6.
It took me years.
We've got 4 Americans.
Not
here.
years.
We're gonna see if
I
we
think
can best
maybe a good
them
6 months to
exactly.
realize that
First
you
up is,
made all of the royalty-free
Yeah.
tracks in our library.
It's like,
who's this Midnight Brown?
Yep.
0.00.0.
That's
That
just
old UI.
Start it when
It's a sweet phone.
it touches your
That's Sweet Vinny.
touches your lips. Okay.
That's a sweet Vinny.
Sweet Drew hair.
Oh yeah.
These are competition cans.
Official grade.
Remember that shirt?
Quick galaxies come by and check our
Could never
Yeah.
get it
The guy with
not
the
wrinkled.
referee jersey and the beard.
Snuck into a
Oh, the
garage.
Foot Locker guy. Yep. All right.
All right,
Silence.
so on 3, 2, 1, go.
You
Wait.
go whenever you want.
Wait, you have to.
on this
Does the
song.
opening count as part of the
No,
time?
no, no. It's
No.
when you touch the lips.
Okay. What?
Oh God, I'm picking up.
Come on, Billy. I have a tiger vein.
I wonder if Dave shot this.
This is terrible.
Keep going, man.
I thought I heard the voice of the cameraman.
20 seconds.
I thought I heard Brad.
It might have been me.
Yeah,
It's very
I feel
possible.
like I heard your voice, but
It's entirely possible.
Sounds like a
but
good way for you to dodge the challenge is by being
Yeah.
the cameraman.
it seems like a Brad thing to. I'll shoot this.
It's entirely possible that I totally forgot shooting this.
Call that
30 seconds.
Wow, really?
around 30 seconds. I don't know if the coke running down your face might disqualify you.
I remember being
So again, you just
pretty nervous
Really?
about being on camera.
Yeah.
And having to perform.
how do you feel about this?
You've seen the mighty fall already.
Alright.
You look like you were gonna die, man.
Terrible. My teeth are like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Still have that eat sign?
No,
Really?
that eat sign is
Don't go down. Yep.
no.
I took home that Red Bull flag.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, he's feeling it burn.
Wow. Nice.
12.5.
Nicely done.
How is
Yeah.
8.6 possible?
Alright, you want to time me? I'll Kind of yours.
Gotta open your throat.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it legal to shotgun it, or does that?
I feel like this goes against the spirit of this.
I guess so.
To use any kind of bottle bong or shotgunning apparatus.
Yeah, that's
funnel.
yeah.
Clear of any obstructions.
See that
Hey, that's the problem.
gray box? Looks like a lunchbox on my desk back there.
monitor,
It's
right?
Aja, right?
That's the Aja IO HD. That is recording this show right now.
Wow.
That was the first piece of gear we bought because
Yeah.
Mike Tatum went to the Apple store or wherever he went, and they talked him into buying it. He said, "No, you want one of these?" And he's like, "Okay."
This will be worse.
I mean, we got use out of it.
Yeah, no, it turned out. But he brought it back. That was before Brad or Vinny were there, and Ryan and I just looked at it and went like, "Fuck, man, I don't know." Like me and Dave eventually figured out how to record like PS3 footage on it. Got some Hot Shots Golf.
Nice.
Wow.
8.5. Now I was this late on hitting it because
I mean, I apologize for the burp, but really, what did you expect?
Really not.
solid. We will check the tape. We'll check the tape. But as far as unofficial time goes, that's really solid. Now you look like you're actually gonna die.
He did miss it the first time, so I don't know if we can count 8.5.
It says 8.5 on there. I don't know.
It did. I said 8.5.
That's,
Check the tape.
that's a solid.
We never actually checked the tape.
I'm going to step away and call my family now so
Okay.
I can participate in this.
Okay,
This
all
video's
right.
done. Excellent. I'll be right back. Jason, I'm
Wait,
good?
Participate in what? What do you mean?
I don't know where these hands been.
We have more Buckfest.
Ooh.
All right, are we ready? All right, ready?
Yeah, let's just like loosen up your muscles.
Professional.
Wow.
Oh,
Man.
no. That's all inside of me now. Oh. Anyone want to take a second run? Oh. Yeah, I never want to do that again. Brad, you sure you don't want to put the camera?
Okay, I guess it was me.
Oh,
No recollection.
oh that really hurt. I can't. It's so to let out. Yeah, I'll go again. Oh, Christ, man.
It was this ceiling that there was an animal in, right?
It was, I don't know if it was in the ceiling. There was like over to the far right. Kind of behind the green screen, there was a vent. Kind of behind the fake stairs that were over there.
To the right of this.
To the right of this, yeah. If you turned over past Luchadeer and kept going to the wall where the green screen was. Right about there, up from there. I think that's where it was.
Well, we'll let air at some point there.
Wasn't it at like 2 a.m. or something? Were you and Dave like?
No, Vinny was there editing a
Vinny.
video and heard something, but it wasn't. It was a smell, like something died in the wall,
Ugh.
and we couldn't go to work for like a month.
That was before me, right? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
don't
If
think
you don't
I-
remember that,
no.
then yeah, because you would remember that.
8-7.
Oh, dude.
Third time's the charm.
No, I'm good. So, there you have it. Oh, there we go. Economic challenges proving once again that the people that work in the video game industry and the people that cover it know no shame.
Not the first time we had a drinking-related challenge in this
Yeah.
basement.
Also, knowing no shame, video game industry and the people that cover it, I'd say prescient, given recent circumstances.
Nice.
Huh.
Good outro.
Well, thank you.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good zoom. Well, should we wait for Rich before we
I guess so.
Yeah.
go back?
I feel
down
like
this road?
as the only one
Okay, yeah, no, he's just on the phone. So.
as the only one who hasn't had any Buckfast, I feel like he's the only one who can adjudicate the timing
Yeah.
business. You know, he's the only one who's trustworthy enough to hit a stopwatch on time.
Is
Yeah,
it Buck 30
so-
cams? So we got them?
So we got them.
Yeah, okay, right. These cameras are shit.
Hey, it's Vinny. We just got these awesome
Oh, they're
new
terrible.
cameras. I think, Jeff, you want to hold one up?
Yeah, that's wow. That's right. Yeah.
How much did these cost?
Like $130.
I'm shooting in black and white right now because that's cool and arty.
Yeah.
And these cameras are super arty.
The idea that these pieces of shit were
So we're just
$130.
gonna have these lying around and
is
let's call this
insane.
But back then, for a video camera.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
A
Yep.
quick cam.
A speedy view.
So let's take a look at what we're going to do today. Ryan Davis, you're going to do a
rapid impression
of Sim Animals. Sim Animals. Jeff?
I had a drink.
You have 2 drinks, dude.
I had a couple of beverages. I'm gonna write about the block. I'm gonna do an
beard.
perspective.
Look at that beard. Yeah.
I like Odine. You know how that facial recognition works out.
Dude, it's awesome.
This is all part of our complete media package.
You
and,
had that
part of the package.
clock.
Drew came with that.
For a long time.
Intern.
Same
that,
shirt.
That little
Yeah.
silver clock?
Yeah.
I've had that thing for
Many
like
of the
12
things you
years.
see on Comic Vine and Giant Bomb. I'd also like to show you guys what we did with our podcast area. So let's take a walk over to the podcast area.
I still miss the whole thing of
We
having.
put up sound baffling.
Oh, baffling. Very professional.
At the quality on this video. I hope it
I miss
records.
being all in one room and
So you're
kind of
gonna
knowing
cross
what everyone else is
sound
recording and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot easier to know about games when you hear everything being made for the site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to do it for this one. Maybe we'll come back in a little bit.
So, like, we have a few videos on the site that are $130 cam, but I wonder if any of them look any better.
All of 3.
I mean, always trying to start new video series.
What is that? That's $43 per video.
Hey, Vinny. I thought I'd just take you on a quick.
Still black and white.
Except we bought
We
multiple.
have in our bathroom for reading material because every time I go in here, it's a little weird and the pile just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So let's head inside the bathroom and take a look. So you think at a company that covers video games, you'd have a bunch of video game magazines, but
I would definitely not think
yeah.
that.
Sure, this has to be Sean.
So Sean Koontz. Yep.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go with Sean.
Uh-huh.
Golf Digest. That almost even looks like Sean.
Or maybe Tatum.
Yep, more golf. Sure, right?
Okay.
More golf.
Probably Dave dropped that in there.
Yeah.
Right on. Very appropriate for the bathroom, I guess, or not. And trucking. These are all not ironic, I assure you. This is not said here.
I mean, Dave and Ethan started that car site.
Yeah.
Boompa. So,
Check this out. It makes it all better. Let's quickly just take a look inside the other bathroom. Sure. Yep.
Wait, do we show?
Yep. 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 Sure. Yep.
Does this have the magazine that was in here for a
Yeah.
long time?
the Caution Hot magazine.
Yes.
I don't know.
Is that Maxim?
Yep.
Oh,
was
probably.
one- I think it was
yeah,
one of
it was
those.
it was something like that.
And it just
There you
said
go.
on the front,
That's what
caution,
we have
colon,
as far as reading
hot.
material in our bathroom.
And like Megan Fox on it or something.
And we have this.
And to this day, I think when we open up Slack and sign into Slack.
Yeah, Slack lets you add custom loading messages. That is the only one I ever added.
Yep.
So it just says caution hot every
Yep.
time you look at it.
I want to know what this other one is.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's in color, so
Oh,
this is going to
cool.
be pretty different.
Wizard of Oz.
Hey, it's Vinny and
This looks way better.
this guy.
It's like a fucking Sega CD game.
So bad.
Stuff going on this week. We kind of wrote some stuff down on our calendar for stuff we're going to try and hit a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got something cool in. What are you playing?
We just got in Tier 2 Project Origin, which I can't really talk about at all. At least not for right now. There's going to be some multiplayer. That's the Xbox that's running. Tier 2 inside of that Xbox is totally... You can see a little bit of element right there.
Smells like embargo.
Yeah, indeed it does. There's going to be some multiplayer action this week sometime. We're going to work with the people making the game and see if we can get some sort of video coverage of that. And then next week there's a review that's going to run.
Let's start putting up video in this quality all the time.
But
Very
in
cool.
1080p.
right.
Yeah, you got. Whoa.
You'd have to put a filter on it.
This Killzone 2.
Oh. Oh god.
We should watch
Is that
the Killzone
data
2.
sheet there?
You want to see the Killzone quick look? Yeah.
Anime statistics, and there's a weird lags. I don't know if you can see this.
I don't want to waste our video time.
All right, so but like I'm trying to scroll the menu. When I hit it,
Check
it
this
takes
out,
time to
right?
get going, and then it bounces off the bottom.
So it's like momentum
So it's like weird momentum-based campaign statistics screens. Yeah, so physics have really infiltrated every single part of video games. And it bounces off, and I'm like, it's kind of funny. There's actually some things on here that have question marks on them. Normally, like
Everything is this is
Real
all
bad.
No, that was way cooler. This is actually composited in later on. I don't know.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's really intense. A lot of times when you go into like a statistics page for a game, you see stuff that you probably don't want to see yet because it's like in GTA. It's like, oh, here's the distance you swam.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't know I could swim, or there's always like one thing in there. You're like, dude, that spoiled something that's going to happen in the game. This has question marks over a lot of the statistics.
That's
How
clever.
many people killed? Question.
Horizon does that. They stuck with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's
Smart.
Drinking a Pepsi Max.
Actually, I thought that worked really
Less
well.
smart.
Because you're like, dude, I don't know what that is, but I want something. And it turns out to be awesome. Yeah.
So we're going to try and do a little quick look at this, but we got to keep our video time short on it, right?
We're basically limited. I mean, the game's not out until the end of the month, so
Don't want to spoil it.
Sony doesn't want people showing too much of it, so we're basically limited to like 9 minutes of video, basically like three-minute chunks. So we're going to put up some this week.
Yeah.
Playing past basically the early parts of the game, the lead
Everybody's
demo,
seen that.
and then we'll get some stuff later on for this week
Okay.
and go from there.
Very cool. So look for that later on today.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Good boss on that.
Hey, Brad. You got anything cool in?
Yeah, I got this really tasty chicken cacciatore.
Now this is embargoed until.
is it
1
from Molly
o'clock,
Stones?
right?
It might have been from that Real Foods around the corner.
Yeah, it's probably close because
The hippie-
Brad didn't have a car, so he wouldn't
Oh, right,
have gone
yeah,
to
yeah.
Molly
the,
Stones.
the,
Real
hip-
Foods.
the hippie market.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of all the chicken.
I heard there's a surprise ending.
Well, there's a mushroom, so that's kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting that.
Spoilers!
A lot of red in that
All
beard.
right, so
Not anymore.
yeah,
I know,
we'll,
me too,
check
yeah.
back
All
in
gone.
later,
Yeah.
look for the-
That's why I don't grow a beard anymore.
Quick play.
Adds about 20 years.
A little bit later on, and maybe I don't know. Maybe
This other stuff.
Maybe some of this stuff.
I can't.
Maybe some of this stuff. Who knows what'll happen?
I see Drew.
Still working on that.
I can read the word Drew.
Still working on the Dynasty Warrior retrospective. That was up on that board for kind of a while, I think.
Yeah.
What was it, the Killzone? Yeah, I guess it was the Killzone 2 quick look.
Was it a quick look? Mm-hmm. Part 1.
Yeah.
PT1.
Part 3.
Part 3. That checks out.
Yeah.
That's how that happens.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Jeez.
Hey, what's up? This is Jeff. This is Killzone 2.
So Vinny made
Showed
these
too much
in
of it.
like
Sony doesn't
MS
want
Paint or
people
Well,
something.
that's back when we were doing
before it comes
single-person
out,
quick
so
looks.
We're limited to basically 3 minutes of footage.
Right.
I'm gonna play a little more than that, and we'll kind of cut around it and obfuscate some stuff as necessary to make sure that you see the best 3 minutes that we have. This is basically the second mission. I've just gotten the first trophy for finishing the first level, and I'm heading up to blow up, I guess, an anti-aircraft gun up here.
It still looks really good.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Better than I expected.
And
I don't know, man. Did you see that trailer?
Good. It's been pretty.
Killzone 2 is awesome.
In terms of,
Yeah, that trailer's all in game.
if I can get
That's
on
what I heard,
the
too.
It's both dynamic and cinematic. I don't want to shoot those guys. Those guys are my posse. I push up on the D-pad at any point. We'll bring up a little HUD blip to let you know where you're supposed to go.
Glad you made it. I need a hand. That arc tower's playing hell with our landing.
Yep. Never heard from Sony about this, so.
Nope.
It was totally on the up and up. We only showed 3 minutes of footage for video.
Yeah.
He obeyed the letter of the law.
I mean, that's still how a lot of stuff works. I think now it's just like,
Now we just don't do it.
yeah, it's like, fuck it, we're gonna wait until we can actually do a proper video.
Now if it's like, you can show 10 minutes of footage, but no more than 2 minutes per clip, and it's just
And
like,
none of the
all right.
cutscenes.
All right, we'll see you in a week when the game is
Like
out.
some of the Zelda stuff was like that, where it's like you can have 60 minutes of footage, and also 60 minutes of live stream. But that doesn't count against the 60 minutes of footage. But only from the first 5 hours. Only show these 10 weapons. It's just like, all right,
One of the big problems
All right.
I think a lot of people have the original Killzone is that the controls felt really.
it's gonna.
I guess
It's probably better muted,
is the word?
or at least quieter.
Yeah, voices on voices and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, this game does look okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I mean, this just looks like a mobile game now.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
You should take some notes on this.
Yeah. Is that Unity?
That's a 3-star
Yep.
character. That's why he's getting killed, because this is a 5-star bullets.
Yep.
Feed him to another 3-star character.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's. Part of me felt like we should have just shown the
Here's a little
the
more
wheel
of the-
animation.
That was a crucial part of our 3
I didn't
minutes.
think we'll
Yeah.
show this. You know what this looks like. I'm turning a valve. But there you go. We'll have some more kind of 3-minute chunks of Killzone 2 in the lead up to its release, and you can expect a review from us right around the time it ships at the end of the month.
The dedication to the craft, unparalleled.
Yeah.
Well, you think we should try to beat our times?
Seems sensible.
Yeah.
Probably need to stand up for this.
Ooh.
You're going to want to straighten out the pipeline.
Oh, I mean, I think
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
probably.
No, standing. I mean, maybe green screen it. Maybe. No.
No, we can't. We
Okay.
can't spill on the green screen.
No.
Okay.
Come on
We
up.
only have one, so
You gotta be careful.
I was just going to stand up in place here.
Just throw down
Yeah,
a
you
tarp.
could, yeah, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, sure.
Or I mean, I was.
No, what?
Vinny was first.
Okay,
and
all
then
right.
Me.
Yeah,
and
all
then
right.
Here, I'll just hand you one.
All right.
All right. Who's got a time? Rich, you got a time?
I got time. One of these pockets has a phone.
It's from when.
Wait, are we all going at the same time or not?
No,
I was
take
gonna
a
say, we have
chance.
to go back to back.
Yeah. It's theatrical that way.
Yeah.
It's when the can touches my lips, then we go.
You can do it sitting down.
Yeah, I'll
All right.
one of these.
Posture. It's important.
Yeah. I mean, you
camera.
just want to pour it all the way down.
Thanks. All right,
Right?
I'm ready when
Ready?
you are. Yep.
I haven't had.
That was fake right there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good.
I haven't had a soda in like forever. I can't remember the last time I had a Coke. All right.
You could just do Buckfast instead. Just down that whole
All
bottle.
right. I can maybe mix it. All righty.
Ready. $14.76.
Young Drew.
Did you have like 12?
Where have the years gone?
Did you have like 12.5 before?
Yeah.
Three of your teeth just fell out.
Getting flabby there in your old age.
That stings. Good luck, Jeff. It also
you have one?
fizzes a lot.
Yeah,
It's
it
just like
fizzes,
bubbles.
and you know if you're doing it right, your throat kind of hurts by the end.
Yeah. My eyes are watering.
Well, there was a summer there. So there was a summer there where we decided to build a funnel for beer drinking, and I had never really done that before.
Novel.
And yeah,
Great idea.
So we invented it from scratch, and I had never really done much of that before, and then we just had a really rough, very very drunk summer, and it was rough. So every time you would do that, like your throat would hurt for like 5 minutes afterwards. But at some point, you became drunk enough to where it didn't matter. And the one thing I remember about drinking that Coke, drinking those Cokes for that video is like, yeah, it was definitely like just that throat pain of just like you're not supposed to force that much fluid through there that fast.
It's like an acid, right?
Yes.
I think even water would not feel great doing that. Like a
Did the-
Coke's not going to be any better.
Did the pork buns help or hurt?
I mean, they established like a nice base at the bottom for the Coke to land on.
All right, that's something.
All right.
Are you going to stand? Or are you going to?
I am going to stand. I think
All
that's
right.
important.
The
for this.
competitive juices.
Okay. All right, just going to
Yeah.
adjust the camera.
I was going to say maybe just yeah. This sucks.
This is a great idea.
Drew can only leave once, so you know.
That's right.
gotta
Well,
drink these Cokes.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll never know how this shit's going to go.
All right, what was
Now
your?
I'm just psyching myself out.
What was your time? 8.5 asterisk.
But then the other one was that you
8.7.
measured was 8.7.
That was 8.7.
So that's
All right. Let's go, Gersman.
Older, wiser.
More experienced.
all right.
Uh huh. Time.
9.3.
There's a grit on my teeth. I only drink diet soda specifically for this reason because when you drink a regular fucking Coke,
Yeah.
it's just slime on your on your fucking soul.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that segment. Thanks, guys.
All right, well, we got 3 more Cokes here for you guys to get in.
Yeah, Brad.
boy.
What do you think? You never did one in the first place. You gotta.
Am I entitled
Yes.
to enter the arena?
Yeah. We got to figure out where you have to beat Vinny.
Anyone could beat Vinny.
30.8 seconds.
I'm not super worried about that.
Okay. All right. And what was mine? 14. Something?
14.76.
You know, we have enough for everyone.
Yeah, there's one for Jason too.
Yeah, Jason.
Cool, do you guys have enough insulin for me?
Yeah,
Wow. Right.
Yeah.
I'll bring in some insulin on Monday. You won't need it till then, right? Okay.
Are you gonna stand up or you sit down?
I'm not sure sitting down harmed me at all.
No.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a pot. Like you just want it to be straight up and down.
Yeah.
The same way that
I think I might.
like if you're recording
Serious.
vocals, you want to stand or at least sit up very straight because you just need the wind to have a clear path in and out.
As we've established all day, Jude already has really good
I'm
posture.
gonna make Jason's life more difficult if I stand, though.
Well, we don't need to hear you talk. Just drop the mic and go stand back where Jeff was.
Is this?
Oh, here we go.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay.
I have no expectations here.
Just the only expectation is do better than Vinny.
Oh, the.
I'm already like half puking just thinking about having to do this.
I'll tell you, like, and maybe I don't know if this will hurt or help, but the thing I would say is try to find a way to breathe in the middle of this through your nose
Okay.
as it's all happening.
Like Yanni?
I'm congested enough right now that
well.
that's going to be a problem, but we'll figure it out.
But you know, midway through that process, I needed some wind, so I had to figure out like, okay,
I was debating, do I want to go in like full breath or like no breath? Like, do you want a bunch of air in you when you go in and like hold your breath?
I held my breath for as long as I could, and then had to.
Okay.
And partway through.
All right. You ready?
Also, I'm very burpy. I'm sorry for the folks at home.
All right, here goes. Man, now I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm super nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go Shoemaker. Oh, jeez. Look at that angle.
Yep.
Look at that tilt.
It's a fucking pro.
Look at that lean.
9.25.
Wow.
What, you were 9.3?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was something like that.
Oh, boy.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
that's
bet
gross.
if you charted the
Wow.
difference in your time
Holy crap.
and my time between now and then, Brad would probably have beaten us
Yeah, definitely.
back then.
Yeah.
Young,
no,
Brad,
that's-
young Brad.
Yeah.
Young Brad was out on the town. Young Brad was used to drinking
That's true.
quickly and heavily.
I lived hard.
Rich?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm not gonna. So when I say all right. No excuses. I'm beating Vinny. That's my goal here.
Yeah, that's the only.
I'm kind of disturbed how fast my heart is beating.
Well,
I mean, you get psyched up for it. You're looking down the barrel of a gun.
A really gross gun that erodes
Shot.
teeth. Jason, tell me where you want me.
shotgun. Is this, do you have a carbon fiber phone case?
It's a sticker.
Oh.
Phone is too slippery, so it.
It's grip.
Yeah, it's grip only. I don't want to be a square with a case, but I don't want to drop my phone.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Rich.
Whew.
All right.
Excellent. All right. So Vinny's time was like 30 seconds or something?
Yeah.
30.8.
I'm trying to beat Vinny. That's all. All right. Ready?
I have faith.
I'm ready. You good?
Good. Eyes open, not scared. 10.05.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done.
That is a solid time.
That is solid.
That's good.
I'll take it.
Man.
Thank you.
I live my life 9.6 seconds at a time.
I owe you a quarter mile can.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Next, yep.
Oh. That sucked.
Eat it, Caravella.
That's right.
Yeah.
What do they do out east? I don't know.
I do know.
I think they should. I think they're going to have to respond. now.
I think they probably are going to have to, step it up out there.
Expect a video of their own
Yeah.
next week.
I don't remember what we did for E3 2009.
E3 2009.
That was my first E3.
Was that the first year we rented that house?
Yes.
I think it was.
Here's our E3 2009 Brink interview that Drew posted.
Uh-huh.
I'll mute it.
Oh, you gotta play that intro over again.
Yeah.
He was the creative director for Splash Damage. How you doing?
That was the best year. That was the best skin.
Awesome. So we're here to talk about
The best side skin?
Yeah.
It looks pretty
That was the
awesome.
original.
What's going on with the story? What's the story all about?
Don't like bears and sharks and
You want
stuff.
full
or-
screen that guy?
Yeah. you said-
Yeah.
On the Ark, which was basically a prototype city built out at sea that was supposed to be.
I don't know that we need to watch an interview about Brink.
Not really.
No. But we shot a lot of these.
Was there
Yeah,
footage?
I mean,
I think that was kind of a lot of the coverage we were doing at the time.
yeah, we definitely shot more and more. E3 2009 demo, the Saboteur.
Just search for interview.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
But I wonder if this.
Jeff over with me here today. Now we're going to take.
That was just cut out from.
Oh, okay.
Gotta tip the blow up if not-
Cut out from their stage thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a very old GameSpot thing to do. Chop these videos up into smaller chunks and post them.
If you go to that concept page, I wonder if all the videos are attached to that.
Yeah, but all the trailers probably are too.
Oh,
but
right.
I know one video.
Or no, there's one video.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Look at that thumbnail. Yes.
Start over again. Hey, so we're here, day 2 of E3 just about to close. Well, we're going to take an exclusive look at the contents of Kensha Hall. It's always the craziest
Oh, boy.
of E3. Let's go take a look right now. Come on.
If you don't know, Kensha is where Guitar Hero was discovered. I mean, this is where some of the craziest little things you've never heard of.
Brad with the context.
Also, there's a lot of junk usually.
Yeah,
too.
but there's also sometimes a bar. Like they had a bar there for a few years.
We've been waiting for it.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
See, 2009 Brad, ready to drink. Drop of a hat.
Always.
7 second Coke, Brad, at least.
Always.
You know, I'm not sure.
I forgot about that.
Right.
We like the other mats. Where's the face scanning technology?
That. Where's Italy? The Italy booth where all the Italian developers showcase their wares.
Selling hot dogs.
Where's the classic games expo?
I think it's in the back of this Chevy.
So yeah, what has changed?
Wow. Kentia Hall, we barely knew you.
So apparently you can't go home now because Kensha Hall no longer exists. It's a parking garage.
Did you guys do a video about the trash cans of E3?
I don't know.
Maybe.
One of my favorite collective GameSpot memories involves Kentia Hall, which was it Ryan and Dave Toyster finding Guitar Hero and bringing it up to our stage show at the last second?
I think it was me and Ryan found it, and
Yes.
then him and Toyster went back and dug it
Shot
up.
some footage and.
It's like the 5th one down. Yep.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Oh,
This is
wow.
an actual.
What's that? Okay.
This is some fucking hard-hitting news right here.
Yeah.
I know, we're not really big on the text anymore,
People need to know.
but
You guys
this is
need,
kind of.
You need more slideshows.
There was a video embedded
Get
in
those
this,
page
but I don't know
views.
if-
Was there?
it's
Oh.
Still, I don't know if it works. It probably totally does not work.
Search LACC The Attack.
On the site?
Yeah.
Or. Oh, okay.
There it
Here,
is.
I saw it.
What?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Starting out fucking
Yep.
very strong. The Bonaventure. Did you cut this straight?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was posted by you, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I shot this then.
That's Bloom.
There you go.
So it's Sunday before E3. We came down to the convention center to get our badges, and
Brought to you by Trauma Team.
yeah, I decided
All access.
all access. You can tell by the stamp
Yeah.
on there at the bottom. No adults allowed is that the name of that font. So before we came over here to get our badges,
It's like the loading dock area of E3.
Yeah, it's the, yeah.
going up on
No, this is the.
It's around the back.
No, this is kind of around the side,
Well,
the side of that hall where they've set up food trucks here. I think now, not the main food truck area. It's a secondary food truck area. Like behind him is where the hockey statue is.
But around that way
Yeah.
is the loading dock.
Moving around all the time, all these Dutch angles and shit.
I'm a cameraman.
Well, now you're the subjects. Now here's the real garbage.
God, remember digital cameras?
We were very excited about buying digital cameras that could shoot video and do stuff.
I'll get rid of it. I witnessed him consuming garbage this morning in your passenger seat.
It was an omelet sandwich. To be fair,
I think Vinny and I drove down to this E3 in my truck
Corn omelet sandwich.
with all of our gear.
Did you guys run into someone? What took so long in there?
There are other ways to get to E3 besides driving?
Some people fly. I don't know. It's weird.
That is weird.
I don't recommend it.
Not right.
All right. Well, fine then.
10:25.
Oh yeah.
Not 10:30.
No, we're beating Microsoft.
Well, 10:23.
Yes. They're gonna show off their new garbage can.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to watch StarCraft.
Cans down there.
The Korea trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a secret.
What?
I've never watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't want to see yourself on camera?
No, I can't fucking stand it.
Oh.
But I guess I don't have a choice now.
I think it's just called Giant Bomb in Korea.
Yeah.
That might be right. Yeah.
Who's gonna remember what all these things are called after Drew goes?
It's the top one.
Is Bob Coleco
I remember
involved in
thinking that this was like fucking awesome. This felt like one of those things. It was like we're fucking out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to Korea.
Yeah. Have you seen the temperature in Seoul right
And I heard from a bunch of developers after this video went up, like developers of other games, not StarCraft, going like, God, that's awesome. Like I love StarCraft. It's finally somebody went over there to look at this insane like arena shit that they do. Do you remember how the flights went for this? Do you remember how? I forget exactly what the disconnect was. I think the messaging we got from PR had the date wrong versus what they had actually booked for us.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No.
Essentially, let's say, I forget what the actual days were, but let's say it was like a Monday afternoon, and we thought we were flying out to Seoul on Wednesday morning. And like a late Monday afternoon, we realized it was actually Tuesday morning that we were flying out. So we were like, oh wait, hey, we have to be on a plane to Seoul in 9 hours. It was very hectic.
Oh, right, the G20 summit
Also,
was there.
the G20 was going on.
And they were like,
yeah, look at that shit.
armored personnel carriers,
Like
and dudes with riot shields.
One of our drivers drove us past the hotel that Obama was staying in, and there were like guards everywhere. It was crazy. We had to go through X-ray machine and metal detector to get into our hotel every time we.
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, because there were like 3 heads of state of other countries staying in our hotel. It's like the Italian prime minister.
There he
Bob.
is. Yeah. Hey, Bob.
BC Bong.
Yeah.
This place was really nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Look at those chairs. So comfy.
I wonder if it is still exactly like this there.
I don't know.
Though. Oh. Very excited about that delicious hot dog.
All right, I got Andrew from Blizzard here, and sir, I am counting on you to kind of help me understand the IGR phenomenon. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Internet gaming room?
I guess.
It was first introduced in 1997 when a lot of the specs of the computer.
Cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Pack of cigarettes for next to an ashtray.
These IGRs.
It's the authentic experience.
In American dollars, about $1 to play for 1 hour. Okay. And they would have.
My insides feel bad after drinking that Coke.
I'm doing okay.
Maybe it was the Buckfast, but
Yeah.
and this energy drink.
And the pork buns.
And the pork buns.
And the chicken curry puff.
Help.
And then Brad played StarCraft against real Koreans.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Not great. At all.
I'm really glad I got that on camera.
Look at those APMs. Look at that.
One thing that's
You did not get him shit talking me. I remember at the end of one of the matches, like just a bunch of Korean text appearing on the screen, and I was just like, "What is he saying?" And the Blizzard guy was just like, "It's not nice."
I'm really proud of this video, but one thing that makes it tough to watch back is how much I cut on the beat of the video.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
You can use it to great effect.
Right, but at some point, you're not making a music video.
Right.
Yep.
Because right now, I don't know how the hell I got here, but I am here at the season 2 finals of the. You know what?
The Hotspots Bob Kaleko.
Was that before or after the finals?
Depeche Mode fan himself.
In there, was it?
Yeah. We arrived way early.
That's right.
And they let us in.
That's right.
And I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, that was my birthday.
We got badges, or at least I did, that said VVIP.
That's right.
I could go everywhere in here.
Very, very important person.
I've been thinking of Bob a little bit lately. The Depeche Mode just announced new tour dates.
Yeah.
I'm like, I bet Bob will catch that.
I'm sure he's excited. Yeah, I got like prime seats at this thing. I was right next to the finalists, the players' families.
There you go.
They were all dressed up. They had a big bouquet of flowers.
So how did this experience compare to like the international?
The international is way bigger than this.
Yeah.
But like up until we went here, I had never heard of anything like this.
At the time, this was by far the biggest video game tournament type thing
it was
I had
unbelievable.
ever seen.
Just unfathomable. Like they're playing video games. Are you serious?
That's not to say this is small. Like this is definitely what would you say? Somewhere between 3,000-5,000 people arena.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not a small thing. It's just that now something like the international is like, I mean, Key Arena is like 17,000 people.
Yeah.
Also, watching this just makes me tired because I was running around the entire time.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more.
Like, it was really fun, but like running around and getting things, like thinking in my head how I was going to craft this into a video. So if you watch the footage of the game, whenever I cut to like the Jumbotron, there were some games that I couldn't capture the full Jumbotron, and I had to keep running around and getting B-roll like this.
Yeah.
So like you can see up there it says set 3 and 2. That's because all of the Jumbotron footage is from like the second to last and last game.
Yeah.
I guess it's anybody's series at this point.
I remember getting so mad at Marine King or Boxer at the time for just cheese rushing every match over and over. Like every match was over in like 5 minutes because he just kept rushing.
Are any of these guys still active?
I'm pretty sure Nesty is like long retired. I think Marine King might still play. I don't know. Like I don't keep up with Pro StarCraft anymore.
And now grizzled coaches of the new scene.
I think Nesty made a ton of money and just retired. I couldn't get over.
Gotta get it while you can.
I could not get enough of the fact that his name was Nesty.
Yeah. But I guess like StarCraft is still a thing to some pro players, right?
I mean, there is a scene.
Yeah.
I don't think the professional scene is as big as it was. It's all League and Dota.
Yeah.
Mostly League in Korea.
It's 3-3. We're going into game.
Man, I remember all these audio cues. Like
one game for $775 million. That is an illegal sum.
And these bits, the stuff they made for it too is just so, like, it reminds me of that when we did game tapes, the World Cyber Game video, like some of these cyber effects.
Gotta have the crackling electricity of different colors. That guy's style. I like that
that's
jacket.
one of my favorite shots.
I like that jacket.
It's a really great shot.
That's a good look.
Like this
This is what it felt like.
There's drama here.
It was tense.
It was very tense.
People were riveted.
It was because it went to the last match, you know?
Yeah.
And because I think...
This last footage, by the way, is of the last match.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wasn't Boxer up at first and then Nesty started coming back? And you wanted to root for him because, like I said, Boxer was cheesing so much that you just started getting annoyed with him. Like the thing about those early cheese strats is that it takes way more skill to fight them off than it does to execute them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So the fact that he was actually able to hold them off over and over was like a real testament to like what an excellent player he was.
I think esports need like that needed to look more emphatic on screen in a way, you know? Just you see the GG, you know, if you know, you know, but
well, all these people.
Oh yeah, they knew for sure. I don't know. I just think about it like in terms of just like how can this stuff ever get mainstream to people who don't know the game?
100 million won.
I think it was the equivalent of like 80 grand.
Was it?
All right, we're here with the man of the hour.
Oh no.
You have taken the series.
Skip over this.
Yeah, you can kind of skip this. I do like the ending though.
I think the translation it was tough.
You want me? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe go to like.
Oh right, and then I talked to these guys.
The casters.
People are still a little bit more iffy about it. They're like, oh, video games.
Still uses mics.
WoW player or something. Like I've heard
Yeah.
about those people that, you know.
Good mics.
Yeah, they're good mics.
Room all day or something. I don't know, but
You can skip back to this one.
Oh, we had to fly out so early the next morning.
We spent
But
less
those
than
dudes-
72 hours.
Yeah, those dudes wanted
in
those,
the country of Korea.
Tasteless and Artosis
Yeah.
wanted to go out and drink that night, and I just didn't.
Start from here.
I was getting really sick at this point. I didn't have it in me to really go out, but I wanted to so bad.
A good song.
Thank you.
Didn't we have kind of a hectic time getting to the airport?
Yeah.
Like, didn't we like barely make our flight?
Yep.
I was gonna say this video definitely must include
Bob
Coleco doing fucking
setting
fireballs.
setting his fucking fingers on fire. Yeah, it was a very short trip.
Yeah, I was trying to think of ways to squeeze in a trip to the DMZ.
Yes.
It was not to be. So I just came at it from the other angle.
That little music box sound, I believe, comes out of a sound font designed to mimic the SNES.
Oh.
Interesting.
And actually, it was this video that a guy emailed me about saying, hey, here's my pictures from North Korea. And then I emailed him back and said, how did you get into
Oh, and that's how you ended up going?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Once you go to South Korea, I mean, you want to see the rest, right?
The whole set.
Yeah.
I also half of it.
Yeah. I think, you know, of the, like, the bigger stuff, like the kind of set PC videos that you worked on, I think my favorite ended up being the E3 video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That one, like, captures how hectic E3...
The editorial one?
Yeah, yeah.
That one's called Coverage Uncovered.
Yeah. Like that was something like as someone who had just done E3 since '95 or whatever, like it was, you know, and we did those documentaries at GameSpot that like captured that end of things in some way, but like this to me is E3. Like for someone who hasn't been, who wants to know, like I think this.
We showed you how Giant Bomb does E3 from the production side. This year, editorial.
The production side is which one's the one where you walk in on yourself?
That's the production one.
That's the production one.
Yeah,
It's the production one. This one is cool too.
Oh, okay. Then that's the year
Yeah.
before. That one's
Yeah.
called The Longest Day.
Yeah, right.
A live show presence. So if we want to get to an appointment, or sometimes you can actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an hour, so we probably won't.
Yeah, they're like, this is the day of coverage.
Right. This is, I mean, you spent like most of E3 or like a day and a half of E3 doing this?
Yeah.
So I can prove that they need to let me into these things. Some Purell, a wallet.
Already getting flashbacks.
This camera.
This is one of the last years that we did like the
Right.
run around to press
Yeah.
conferences and stuff.
This is our direct feed kit. So in addition
Still have
to
that.
having the camera, which Vinny's bringing, we're gonna have this guy.
Did it have as many lines across the screen?
No.
Then?
At the press conferences, they'll have SDI drops, just a cable for everybody to plug into, and it'll go right.
But like, yeah, in terms of just like capturing the press conferences and
this button.
just the how weird and hectic E3 can be.
I am going to meet Vinny downstairs in 4 minutes.
This video does it.
Head over to the first stop today, Microsoft.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Is that the Radisson? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
does the stuff usually go?
Usually we get bounced around like 4 or 5 times, different lines.
Did they, back in your day,
Man,
never know what to do with you?
Yep. Every time. Well, actually, sometimes when we're doing this, we were actually the live stream providers as well.
Yeah,
the
right.
official live stream
you
providers.
You were bringing the internet.
Yeah.
So you were there the day before check-in and all sort of Ryan was.
Yeah, so it was 2 days of not knowing what to do with us. And like seeing that like, oh, when Bernie Mac plays against Tiger Woods, the whole thing is actually a canned video and not a live. He didn't actually get a hole-in-one live. That's crazy.
So Vinny said right there, the key word is risers, because since even then they didn't know what to do with like websites.
Yeah.
So, and we weren't broadcast, so they would ask, "Are you broadcast?" And we weren't, but we said we needed risers. So you have to find the way. It's like a dialogue tree. You have to find a way to get to risers, and that's the right way to go.
There is a tremendous amount of social engineering at things like E3, trying to get people who don't know you to let you do what you do.
Even when you're supposed to be there and
Yes.
you're like just trying to do a job. It's not like you're even trying to get over on someone. It's just like
that's specifically why I say people who don't know you, because they're probably temp hires, help for companies that do know you, but they personally couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, they're just doing what they're told.
Right, or they just don't trust you.
And you don't fit into the slots, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like if you could find your contact, they would immediately wave you in, but they're busy with 18 other things, you know?
Yeah. Though there are those times when you do meet up with that person and it's like fucking magic, because you're just like, all right, I'm walking in here. Okay, there's already some lines on the screen.
Like
way more now.
If you go to an appointment and the right person sees you across the desk, like you don't even have to check in. They just like see you and grab you and you're good.
So we have direct feed, but we also have cameras as a backup, and also just sometimes they don't show you what you really want to see on the direct feed.
Yeah, like that's the press conference that I kept looking at for game tapes. Is the one that has the like Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer waiting in line for Star Wars bit that like we have shot off a screen somewhere, but they did not put on the live stream, I guess. God, this video feels like ancient history, and seeing Quantum Break in it, a game that came out just last year and doesn't seem that old, is like, what the fuck?
All the friends, real money.
Ooh, remember when that had no audio?
Oh, right.
Oh, this was the year of the console launches.
Yeah, this is all.
You guys rock.
That game's still not out.
Hello.
Any day now.
Come out someday. I want to play that game.
Oh, Black Tusk Studios, the spy game they're making.
All right. Remember that shit? Master Chief in the robes.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, well, it's right next to the Black Tusk Studio name and game. God, I remember having someone send me, someone sent me a PDF and a PDF of the Game Informer article about Titanfall and a work-in-progress version of that Titanfall trailer that was at this press conference, like 3 days before it all happened.
Yeah.
And it was all under the like, hey, don't do anything with this, but for you, I'm this anonymous person sending you this thing.
Weird.
And it was like this weird thing of like, Game Informer's not even out yet. How is this PDF of Game Informer's fucking cover story getting to me?
Dan Reichert.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It got leaked off an FTP.
Did it? Okay. I guess, yeah, Jason would know. That's,
We watched that trailer in a parking lot.
Yeah, like we walked to the parking lot behind the hotel. I said, hey, you guys should come check this out.
It's like literally standing there with the laptop on the hood of a car or something.
Like, this is the Respawn game.
This felt, I wish I could capture it better on video, but that felt really strange. Like, being herded out, it almost felt like an apocalyptic scenario where you're being herded out with thousands of other people and people are yelling at you with megaphones to go to FEMA or whatever. Brad's got his priorities straight. New Mac Pros.
I don't know, where were we that we were not at Microsoft?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Meeting with somebody.
No, you guys probably went to Microsoft just later. Like, I went with the video crew because then I could just get in early.
Right. Yeah. Yes, that's what happened.
right, so now I'm going to use this camera.
And there's that burrito place right down the street from the Galen Center, and I always want to go get a burrito at that point.
Yeah.
We never have time.
Chris Charlo was just posting recently about that burrito place. There's a place near the Galen Center. It's actually pretty good. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Never tried it.
Talk about that.
No time to eat on press conference day.
What they said a price. They said a price.
So we started shooting these impressions right after the thing because
You don't do that at E3.
original, or at least when I started, we were doing them at the end of the day, and we had to try to remember everything.
Yeah, it was just like coming out of like 3 press conferences and running around all day and just being like, okay, here now let's talk coherently about this shit. It's like, nope.
Yeah. So you can
yeah
skip through this one, I guess.
A big deal. And they straight up mentioned out quirky ways.
Yeah.
Hard to believe there's no power up here. There's no place to plug in like our direct feed or our cameras or anything. Everybody's got to be on batteries. But my direct feed thing can't be on batteries. It needs power. So I grabbed Vinny's power cable. He's using batteries. And I piped it in from over there, all the way over to here, borrowed somebody else's power strip, and now we all have power. So there are no atheists on risers.
What was that line? There are no atheists on risers?
Yeah.
Nice.
You embarrass me. You really do.
Oh, Peter Moore, man.
Did you hear his new gig?
Yeah. That's, I mean, awesome for him. Video games are worse off.
Oh,
Is this song in our current?
It's in the rotation. It is. Yeah. I think it's called Million to One.
Oregon, which I understand is a big deal for people who still like those games.
Yeah. So that's
What's this game?
the camera guy.
These shots all look real good.
That's a nice looking shot. Did that camera get jacked? No, this would have been the year after that.
Right, but I think they were the same cameras.
Yeah.
AF100s.
You guys just bought more of what you had?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we actually shot this later in the day.
The Sony parking lot.
Right. So if you skip forward through this, we go to Sony.
Pactor.
Of course.
Yep. Look at that. It's a tracking shot of Pactor.
I think Battlefield 4 looks great. Like
Pactor tractor.
Pacting shot.
Whether it's even if it's specific parts you can destroy, yes, no. I think
about in Christmas 2014, that's fine.
Yeah, like this lighting, everything about this shot is.
That's for your Kickstarter. That's for your Patreon campaign.
It's real indie.
Yeah.
It's crunchy.
I remember shooting this actual thing. What else is in this? I mean, besides, is it just press conferences?
Yeah.
Just about that one day. Is that Will Smith?
Yeah.
With Google Glass.
With Google Glass on?
Yeah, this was the year he was running around with Google Glass the whole time.
it's all low angles.
It really weirds me out that Google Glass feels old. Like that feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that's creepy.
Disc purchases.
Brad got some sun.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Just the hot video games beating down on him.
A lot of time in line trying to get into these things.
I got a real shine going on there too. Oh yeah. Yeah, so at some point it has all the impressions in it too. But yeah,
They're going to put out a box.
Yeah, so if you, I like the ending, personally.
Okay.
Because they Sony's trying to stop Microsoft.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Probably a ways off. You might skip ahead a little bit.
No, it's a minute and a half.
Oh.
These guys are at each other's throats.
So the whole point of the video was to bring you, from morning to night, and then through the editing process of the video.
I already have a hell of a video card. Yeah, I know. For $1,000 you could buy a real hell of a video card.
All right, I'm in. Yeah, okay, let's do this.
So
that's it.
Yeah.
These press conferences are over. Nintendo's got their thing tomorrow. We'll play some games. We'll watch some videos. And
talk to some people.
Yeah. We'll start talking to people and figure out what everybody else thinks of all this. Jeez.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really sunburned.
You are really sunburned. How did that even
Just from waiting in line, or did you get to Sony early and stand out in their food truck lot?
Probably some of both.
So I guess that's kind of it for press conference day. This is us heading back from the Sony press conference after the day's end. And now I'm back at the GameSpot War Room, putting the finishing touches on this humongous video. It's a long one, but I'm getting there. And this is actually me coming in this morning. to the convention center. I guess eventually we'll catch up to the present. Yeah, you're just walking into the convention center, and that's the war room.
All right, how'd you do it?
Clever.
Is it in the blurry pan?
In the whip pan.
Is that where you?
Maybe.
Okay.
There's 2 Drews.
No, I want to know how you did it without actually holding a camera. How'd you film all that footage if you didn't have a? Were you wearing Google Glass?
Through my eyes.
Oh man, it's heavy.
That's what I saw that day.
Yeah. Yeah. That video always really stood out to me as like, man, Drew did this thing. It's fucking crazy, and it really shows.
I think it shows
process.
what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like you are constantly going all day, and it's very physical, and even if you're not carrying your camera bag, you are running around, and you've got to be like mentally on it. You've got to like pay attention. You've got to be able to regurgitate and have an opinion about stuff, and it's
exhausting.
It's exhausting, but it's like it's a really I don't know. It's one of the things I'm proud of that we all do.
And it literally is the longest day, because you start at like what, 6:37 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it's over at like 9 or 10 or 11.
Well, it's over when the last video is rendered.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I miss that in a way. Like, I think what we do now is like better coverage of the event and like smarter.
Yeah.
But there's something about the endurance test of it all, of like just get out there and go place to place, see everybody, shake all the hands, wave across the convention, or wave across the Galen Center to somebody, and all that stuff. Like that aspect of it, I always really liked too. So
yeah, when you get home and crash, it's really satisfying.
Yeah.
But man, is it tiring.
Yeah, though I guess like what we do now is
it's a different kind of intensity.
It's a different kind of intensity, exactly. Yeah, like I come out of that thing fucking wrecked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
At the end of hosting all those shows, at the end of it, like at the end of the press conferences, it's like all that stuff is just pure fun, because that's just reactive, like whatever, just in the moment doing it, and I come out of that like fine. It's the transition from that to, okay, now we've got guests coming in, and now like remember names, get your fucking shit together, like keep these plates spinning, like that aspect of it. I come out of that kind of rough.
Yeah.
At the end.
I mean, E3 is a trial by fire, and
yeah. So like, when did you move downstairs? Like, how long was it until you were at an E3? Like because you came in interning.
I started interning at November 2008, and then I think I was hired in like February 2009.
Okay.
And I think around then is when I started editing videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were clearly involved in that 2009 E3 stuff.
Yeah, and so the first E3 for me to be at, I was at.
Yeah, right. And then, when did we do Persona? Because you were there for that whole
probably
the whole thing,
like early 2009. That's when it started.
Yeah, February 2009.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, I was sitting next to you guys, like this
at
far
that desk,
away,
yeah.
at that desk, monitoring audio
I
levels.
really like the very first comment ever on the endurance run. Like, really, you're doing this?
My clock time ended around 45 to 50. Not ours.
Not ours. Twice that.
Really?
It was 99 hour. Yeah, we
I asked because
like 99.59.
I watched all of it.
Yeah.
That's like that was probably the last videos I watched on your site.
155 episodes.
Did you get the true ending?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we did. Remember the true ending. It's worth it. Yeah. Right off the bat, people were
do it right.
Do it right. Also, a lot of these people still signed up.
How does it?
Nice.
How does it start?
Oh man. We had to memorize this at one point.
Hey everybody,
Fridays, Vinny. I'm joined with Jeff.
Hey, hi.
We are about
So unceremonious.
a lifetime look at Persona.
Well, because it wasn't, the idea wasn't to play it all the way through, right?
Right.
The idea was to play it until like, you got bored with it or...
Yeah, it was an endurance run. It was,
like, all right,
can
now
we
we're
do
done.
this? Probably not, but
Persona 4 will take about the same amount of time, if not more. I hear it's a little bit shorter.
yeah, so we ended up...
5 hours.
This isn't the one you memorized.
No.
It was...
Oh.
It was the one that would have been that day. You're talking about for Game of the Year, right?
No, I'm talking about, because I think we did it for the fighting game.
Oh, okay.
No, this Jason was here for this one, so it's the...
Dancing All Night?
No, Dancing All Night was me and Jason also. Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe we did memorize it for that other for Game of the Year. Maybe you're right. But did we do it because Aram came in? No. Okay. So yeah. Did we do it for this too? Did we double use that joke?
I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past you.
I decided that I want to be the new legend.
Nope, we did not.
Was Aram in that video?
It was just Aram was here for this. It's in the X.
Start, Jeff. All right.
Yeah, for the fighting game. Yeah. Well, it's been awesome having you here, Drew.
Yeah.
It's been awesome being here.
Yeah, that's
To say that my time at Giant Bomb was formative is a gross understatement.
I think I think I would probably say the same thing for me, weirdly enough. You know, like I did 11 years at GameSpot, and then when I got out, it really did feel like starting over and really, it was reformative, I guess I would say, you know? And I guess I hope that as you move on to a new thing, that you can kind of experience that same kind of renaissance of just like get out and just like really rethink like, okay, how do I want to do all this different stuff? I don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I just assume that it has some video component to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that it was like building this thing was awesome. Getting it all together and being able to rethink all that stuff, and you know, having you come in, you were the first person in, and you were the first person in with a truly fresh perspective on things. Honestly, like, you know, the four of us had fucking done it for years, and so there was that like casting off the years of bullshit from the job before, and like that kind of giddy fun that we could have, kind of breaking everything we learned. But you know, that stuff I think would have only gotten us so far. Like it was having some kind of outside perspective of just like, all right, you guys, like maybe this doesn't make sense, or maybe, you know, like someone who came in with a fresh perspective and was able to kind of bring that to it, that I think was totally key, you know.
I think to your guys' credit, like it never felt like you guys were trying to do the thing from the old days or how we always did it. It was like, like those early days, and still to this day, like we're still trying stuff. It's still challenging. It's still like creative, and I thank everyone here for like just keeping that environment alive and making it not only enjoyable to come to work, but like mentally stimulating and rewarding.
Cool.
So
yeah,
it's been great.
Well, we've got one more video here somewhere on here. This is Best of Giant Bomb 118 that'll go up shortly after here. Our man in the field, Derek Stone, put this one together. And so let's see what that's about. Hopefully it plays off USB.
This is actually me coming in this morning to the convention center. Thank you, Derek. I'm really happy with this. The present. One of my favorite edits. This right here.
I gotta watch for it this time.
Yeah.
I still can't see it.
You know, I've watched it a lot. You kind of can't.
That's pretty good.
This is all part of our complete media package.
Oh man!
Part of the package. Drew came with that. Drew's our video intern.
I'm the
everybody.
package.
He's responsible for many of the things you see
Got that iMac.
on Comic Vine and Giant Bomb.
Yeah, it said get off my feet. It was really nice. No, it was.
Oh, that place.
I wonder where all the people went.
A little editorializing from Juice Scanlon there.
It's a great throw.
Thank you.
Good.
I think it was left-handed.
That's really good.
What was that sound? Oh God! Wait, can we go to a? All right.
That's one of my favorite moments too.
I think it's time to pull the. I think it's man.
Get out, Jim! Pull the emergency!
Blow the canopy.
Oh, that's not good.
Did you get shot?
I don't know. Maybe. Can we see it?
There's a guy behind you. I think he got shot.
I think when he pulled up, he definitely hit the backside.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna land real good.
Too hard. Too hard.
Way too hard.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Oh.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Landing skid.
Beautiful.
Drew, now it's time to eject.
These people have been saved.
Eject, Drew.
This must be an extra life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, must be.
Not. It doesn't look like anything.
You got it. Oh, dude, you totally got it. You gotta get a little wet. You gotta get a
Every
little
single
wet.
one of these flight clubs, I always think is going to be boring, and then something crazy happens. And I credit all of that to Vinny and Dave.
They would not build the bridge that low if you couldn't go. Look at that, you're fine. It just looks, it's perspective. See?
That was
See? Oh my God!
Oh boy.
Wait, what are you on? It's your, everything's fake.
It's
Very wavy.
Yeah.
A lot of waving.
Yeah, throughout the country, even in the countryside, kids wave all the time.
Kids look happy. I'm not gonna speculate, but they look happy. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They did not like me taking the picture.
Oh, that?
Of the pool, yeah.
Not quite the happiest place on earth. Did they say something to you?
They go and then wave their hand.
Oh, and did you just
Wait, hold on. Do that again for the camera.
Hi.
Okay.
Maybe that's why they were waving at you the entire time. Don't look at me.
Take a picture of me.
No. Oh, they're so happy.
More waving.
Don't take pictures.
Don't take pictures, soldiers.
There's something like very grim and communist just about even that hand motion. Like,
Yeah.
It's just very institutional. Like it's like that alone seems very oppressive. It's like, don't shoot me.
This is one of the other videos that I'm very, very proud of.
The Iceland video?
Iceland video.
Yeah.
Me up here, and then it's like Windex in here.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you'll see it here, but like 30 people showed up to a Giant Bomb meetup.
In Iceland?
In Iceland. There's like 300,000 people on that island.
What was it you just ate?
The fermented shark. And my prize was a boiled sheep's head.
Can you fly with that?
No, we had to eat it there.
Yeah.
It's the worst Mr.
Wait, did you eat it?
clone I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Gotta watch that video.
Nice.
I'm trying!
This was really fun.
You ever play a drill dozer?
Also very grueling.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah, I think so. It's good.
This was something that sounded great on paper, and then in the hours leading up to us actually doing it, I was like, oh, this is a terrible idea. And then it went off fine.
No.
These are all a blur.
I hope so.
I call it armor lock because of my name restraint. Drew, you're so proud of yourself right now.
That looked like some 3 a.m. type shit right there.
Just a box.
The box, man.
Just a box.
Don't worry about it.
What do I say every time I see a box?
Just a box.
Yep. Makes me nervous every single time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just a box.
Just a box.
Just a box. Just a box.
It's not even making words anymore. All right, I guess we just have a camera roll full of underpants man.
Snake, what are all these photos?
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to
That was a pretty good Otacon.
Thank you. You got Snake and Otacon. That's the first time I've heard you do Otacon. Pretty solid. Just keep Pac-Man as Pac-Man, unless it's championship.
You know, I played a lot of Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures.
Did you?
I'm glad this is in here. This is one of the videos I had had pulled.
I really like the way he talks in that.
How? Let's see your impression.
He goes like, oh, oh, oh.
Sounds pretty good.
When he gets scared, he goes, oh,
What is that noise?
He's climbing stairs underwater.
He's not underwater.
What is this?
Serious Sam for like Xbox.
All right.
Now you're talking.
Wave race.
Good. You almost had it.
Okay, let's go to our Dave Lang's favorite track, Singapore. It's gonna be the greatest race of our lives. That's really good. That's really good.
For a second there, I actually thought he was there for that video.
I went and won a few NASCAR championships, a couple at Le Mans, and then this past Formula One season, I won 75 races in a row. But this is real racing. Okay.
There's one go. Take the inside line. Look. Defensive maneuver. You want one? I'm coming down the straight. Yes. Yes.
What is that from?
That was the game of the year. That was what I would be doing when there were no video games.
Right, yes.
Oh, so that's what you're gonna go do.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you, RK. Video games used to be my life. Now, it's speed. It's pretty good fake.
Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too.
Oh man.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say,
Nice. Yeah.
'cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know.
Wow, nice job, Derek.
Yeah, nice job, Derek.
Cheers.
That'll go up on the site pretty soon.
Thank you.
Cheers, Drew.
Cheers to Drew.
Cheers to Drew.
Thank you.
Yeah. Happy trails, good travels, all that sort of stuff, and we'll see you around for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, you guys might need some podcast guests.
Yeah, we got to build.
It's my experience. You can come back anytime you want. That's what I've learned. Yeah.
You just
show up.
You just show up. Or I mean, if you want to show up like for a reason, then you go to like the Giancarlo school of second time arounders.
Right.
Or create a company and then convince this company to buy it, and then you get to come back also. All these are potential pathways back into this building. So great.
I'll keep it in mind.
I recommend the guest route.
Yeah, if you're bored, say 10:30 every Tuesday morning.
All right.
Let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're going to send it out for the week. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. We got that Switch stream that we ran earlier. That'll end up on the site at some point here pretty soon, going through all that stuff. And I think out east they're shooting they might shoot some separate quick looks for some of those games as well. They already did Zelda, of course. That's the one you probably want to watch. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Thanks for everything, Drew.
Thank you.